What's going on with my guys? We out today. Woke up today feeling good, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I think I was going through a flat line lately where I started to feel like semen retention wasn't working no more, even though it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's morning time where I'm at, so top of the morning. Shout out to my kings who are retaining their seed. I wanted to go ahead and make this live, right? Because pretty soon the channel is about to reach like 5,000 subscribers. So I was going to do it at 5,000 subscribers, but I decided to just do it this morning. Just go with my gut feeling. So we up, we at it.
Haunted house tonight.
We morning. Got two people in the building. Hey, it's cool. Morning, a good walk. You want to really get outside in Mother Nature. You know what I mean? You want to be able to go outside in Mother Nature and get some air because it's really good for you. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get some air. You know what I'm saying? You really want to get some air. But yeah, y'all. Woke up this morning feeling really good. We just went from 2 people in here to 0. But I understand that this is my first live, you guys. So I figure I'll make it today. Y'all can go on a walk for me. Whoever watched this can vibe with me, once it's done. So it's cool. But I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about self-improvement, right? What I learned along this journey. It's all about self-improvement. You want to better yourself every single day. They have this thing called the Kaizen rule. And that's basically where you better yourself 1% every single day. So I want you guys to understand that nothing is going to get better until you get better, right? This world that we live in is very narcissistic, bro. So you got to be careful. You got to be on your P's and Q's, and you really, you got to stay focused, especially to my fellas out there. There's so many 304 activity out there that if you're not careful, the 304s are going to knock you to the floor. Trust me, you guys. I know because I have went through this pattern my whole life, right? Growing up in a family of narcissistic abuse. Very childish, toddler 2 mentality type shit. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. I want you to understand that. If you're not on your P's and Q's and really got your ducks in order and allowing negativity to flow off your back like water off a duck's back, it can consume you. And you can go into very negative behaviors. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. It's not good. You will go down a path of destruction. You know what I'm saying? So it's been 150 something days, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sobriety, sober, as a 4-leaf clover, and practicing semen retention. I've been getting a lot of traction lately. I know that I'm about to manifest my dreams into reality on the channel. We just got monetized the other week. And we're approaching 5,000 subscribers. It's a good blessing, you guys. Like, I want you guys to understand this. You can manifest your dream reality if you freaking put the work in, bro. Plan your work and work your plan. I want to make these videos, these lives, not only for, entertaining you guys, but also really motivating you guys to get your together. What my boy Sharp say? Get your weather together. Get your weather together. You know what I mean? And it's important, y'all. is very important because if you don't get your weather together, guess what? You're not gonna make it, bro. It's not hard nowadays to be great because most people are average, bro. Most people are average Joes next to mediocre. They don't want to put the work in. They don't want to raise their vibration. They don't want to look into consciousness. They don't want to look into bettering their life 1% at a time, you guys. And that's not good. You know what I'm saying? That's not good because that's not going to cut it. You know, living below your means, sticking to a system that works for you is very good. You know what I mean? You want something that works. So what I've been doing lately is I just seen a bumblebee, y'all. A lot of bees lately too. A lot of synchronicities, a lot of signs. You see, I'm out here in Mother Nature, bro. You know what I mean? You want to get around things that are alive, you know, because you're a live electromagnetic being in a human body. So I figure I'd take you guys on my little walk, right? I made a video not too long ago about women can feel your energy. You know, when I was feeling the temptation from the demons, from the devil, I just went for a walk. You'd be surprised how much better you feel, you know? You'd be surprised. So, you know, whenever you're feeling like the urge to do something negative, something bad, I want you guys to go for a walk. You feel me? I want you guys to go for a walk. And I want you guys to get outside and, you know, get some air. You know what I mean? Get some air and really just enjoy the walk, man. It's my first time doing it live in a long, very long time. So I'm getting used to it. I know eventually I'm gonna have hundreds and thousands of people in here, so I'm not gonna really know what to do at that point. But it's good to start somewhere, you guys. But I want to give all the glory and the praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm free from drug addiction, sex addiction, food addiction, pornography addiction, social media addiction. I had a guy the other day ask me, hey Marlon, could you make an Instagram and do your workouts? You know, I used to watch you and you inspired me. You know, and I was thinking about doing that, you guys. So I'll probably make an Instagram soon. But I've been kind of weary, y'all, because you know how the devil work, man. Trying to like plant them seeds of, oh, it's okay, just go that route. But I'm not stupid, y'all. I know on Instagram especially, it's like Twitter, bro. It's too much triple X on there. So I'm gonna take my time, y'all. I'm about to blow up on YouTube first, and then I'll come out with an Instagram later so I can motivate y'all with my fitness stuff. But y'all gotta be careful, man, because you know a lot of what's on social media is it's very low vibrational type stuff, you know? It's all about sucking your energy and your soul dry, unless you're using it for business, right? But how many people are using it for business? Like, I don't know many people who are using social media for business, bro. And most of these models are broke. They're sleeping on people's couches. Most of these dudes who claim to have a wife and their businesses swing the other way. And most of these girls are doing the same thing. So you got to be careful, y'all. You know, this world is not always what it seems. You know, like you really, 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 you got to take ownership of your life. You know, like you're the captain of your own ship. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that video, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, but like he said, you become what you think about all day long. So you got to be continuously working on yourself. Like I was talking about with the Kaizen rule, you know what I'm saying? The Kaizen rule is continuous improvement. Every single day, bro. You got to wake the F up and you got to come out here and you got to put in the work, man. You know, shout out my boy Alpha T, wherever the hell he is, man. I think the powers that be did something bad to him, bro. Kind of like what they did to Master of Earth. And he was right, bro. This this system is let me see, any fictional character. I don't know what that means, you guys. I'm looking at it. I don't know what the heck this stuff means. I don't know how people would leave. I got two people in here, so two people, like it if you can. If not, it's all good. I'm still learning this stuff. So, anyways, um, let me see something. Ain't no messages at all. It's only two people in here. Well, anyways, we're gonna keep going. If y'all can, two people, whoever you are, mystery people, go ahead and like this video. If not, hey, it's all good, man. But anyway, so it's kind of like what Alpha T was saying, y'all. Like, we live in a systematic system that it preys on weak people, especially weak men, right? A woman, I don't know if you guys know, but her value is compared, well, at least in a very attractive woman, it's compared to a man who's already made it in life, right? He's a multi-millionaire, right? That's what a pretty girl is compared to. And it's true. She can have any man she wants, anytime, any place. She can be broke, you guys, and still go outside as long as she's pretty enough and meet a rich guy and her life change instantly. A man cannot do that. A man has to work on himself. You have to really, really, really get your together, bro. Like my boy Sharp says, my P, get your weather together. Get your weather together. Yes, he's right. You got to get your weather together. There's going to be a lot of moments, bro, where you hit the wall. Like, I don't want anybody to ever think, oh, semen retention, you don't go through nothing. No, you go through some shit. Trust me, bro. You do. I just seen the synchronicity too, 12-12 on the timing. But you go through a lot, bro. Do not get it twisted. Like, a lot of good has been happening, but you're going to go through a lot of rejection too. And for some people who's been through, the childhood trauma of like rejection, abuse, neglection, abandonment, like these type of things are going to trigger you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're going to trigger emotions in you. So you got to be ready for that. Like right now, I'm coming for a walk, you guys. I feel good. I'm walking. Oh, we got 3 people in here for sure. I'm walking. I feel good. Hey, if y'all can, like the video, man. Like the video. Drop some comments. However the hell you do it. I don't know. But, these things are they're going to bring a lot of emotions up inside of you, you guys. So you got to really be prepared. You know what I'm saying? You got to prepare yourself, and you got to know that it's not easy, bro. It's not freaking easy. So I guess I could say like this walk is, we'll just call it the David Goggins walk, right? Because people like, seen a guy do that the other day, David Goggins workout. I'll just call this the David Goggins walk, right? It's motivational too, you know what I mean? So I want you guys to understand this, right? You're going to be triggered a lot along this journey. It's going to be so many things in your life that's it's going to try to pull you back, bro, into your lower nature. It's going to try to pull you back down, like Alpha T said, to a level where you go back to chasing honeys, bro. You go back to wasting your money. You go back to being a simp. You go back to being a lame and a person who just is addicted to not changing for the better. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it, bro. Do not do it. Continue to be great. Continue to be an awesome person. Continue to be immaculate. Continue to be brilliant. Continue to be that mother king that you are. You know what I mean? Because when it's all said and done, bro, most of the stuff in this world, bro, is so generic. You think when you're going to sleep with all those women, you're going to feel better. You're not, bro. Trust me, I done knocked down some baddies, bro. Top tier veneers, rookie of the year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Females with the body done and the brand new veneers. I done did it all, bro. The chicks from the music videos, all of it, bro. The little prissy little one who's behind the desk. The baby mama who's, I'm just going to work. And, the OG cougar busting like a Ruger. You know what I mean? I've been there, bro. And I'm not saying this to boast. I'm saying this because I want you fellas to understand you're not missing out on nothing. You know what I mean? Like, get outside in some nature. And there's no excuse. Look, we're walking on the street, bro. In my neighborhood. We're walking and we're still getting, some air. Your body needs that. Another thing I want you guys to understand is that most of what's happening to humanity, to us men, is you're being attacked biochemically, right? So our body is triggered by hormones: dopamine, melatonin, serotonin, vasopressin, oxytocin, which they call the cuddle hormone, and endorphins, things like that. Crazy, y'all. Little OG cougar just walked by. She looked at me. She looked at me in my eyes. She was like, you know what I mean, while I'm doing this little live. But yeah, so your body, bro, is basically triggered by these hormones, bro. So when you get outside, you're able to release a lot of those feel-good hormones. You get healthy dopamine. You wonder why pornography is so detrimental to your mind. It's because it sends 20 times, bro, the amount of dopamine in your brain. 20 times, bro. With that hiyaramine, 3 times. But with that dopamine from the corn, 20 times the hit. 20 times. That's a lot. That's why it's so addicting. You don't want to be an addict to that stuff, bro. When I was dibbling and dabbling, they have this saying, addicts, one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. You don't want to be that guy, bro. No lie, you don't want to be that guy. Because you're going to go through the lonely nights. You're going to go through the sweats. You're going to go through the depression. You're going to go through the suicide. Bro, I went through all this. Man. And somebody said, have you tried fasting? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I have. I'll try fasting. Let me see. Yeah, I do fasting. I'm fasting right now, y'all. I do 18-hour fast, 19-hour fast. Sometimes I used to do 7-day fast, bro. Just water. But I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dick Gregory. He talks about like the power of God within you and how like your body is made to be on an electrolyte and alkaline diet. Hey, my boy said just finish a 6-day. Hey, man, that's good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's good, bro. Bro, I'm proud of you, bro. Big Molly Moore, proud of you, man. You feel me? I really am, man. I love y'all. I love to see the positivity, the healing. I started my journey, y'all, like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Where I used to be 300 pounds, y'all. I'm gonna start making some videos showing my old pictures and stuff, but I lost like 140 pounds learning about the power of nutrition, intermittent fasting, and diet. You know what I'm saying? So that's real good, man. I'm so proud of you. I don't even know how to type back or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you watching this. But yeah, bro, I'm very proud of you, bro. What is it? Miko Ghost. Yeah, man, I'm proud of you, man. Anytime, man. It's not easy. It's not easy, man, but having that information is powerful, bro. You're gonna save yourself from so much destruction to your body. Even mental health, bro, has a lot to do with our diet. So fasting is good, man. I'm so proud of you. But back to those hormonal things, you guys. Like, if you don't take care of your body with fasting, with eating healthy, with exercise, even having positive, healthy relationships with friends, with coworkers, with your family, we don't get a healthy release of these hormones. So a lot of us fall victim to these negative habits. You know what I mean? The websites being one of them. It's not good, y'all. So I want you guys to remember, man, whatever you do, just continue to keep plugging away. The Matrix is going to try to persuade you to do otherwise, to try to have you fall into the social norm, right? I heard this thing the other day. It's called the bandwagon effect. And the bandwagon effect is when people see everybody doing something, then they want to copy it. So, like my man, Michael Go said, with the fasting, that's so powerful. But think about it. Most people, because they're not seeing like the majority of the toxic culture, dysfunctional culture doing it, they're not going to do it. But that's such a powerful technique. I think it's such a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me see something, y'all. It says favorite. It say add a Q&A sticker. Oh, I don't know. It just went down. But yeah, I definitely tried fasting, man, and resetting my hormonal sensitivity. Yeah, man. I definitely agree with that, bro. Like, fasting changed my life, man. Honestly, it reset, like you said. It reset my mind. It reset uh, my immune system. It even reset my digestive system. You know, I didn't even know back then that when you eat fake food, it doesn't send the signal, right? It doesn't release the hormone, it doesn't release the chemical in your body called ghrelin. I never knew ghrelin is the chemical that's released to send the signal to your brain that you're full. So this is probably why, not even probably, this is why many people who eat genetically modified food, they just keep eating and eating and eating and eating and eating, and you never get full, you know? It's kind of crazy, y'all, because, you know, the more you research how much this system, you know, they make a lot of money, bro, off of just like us eating garbage, bro. Like, just think about that. Like, they make money off of us eating garbage that's killing us on a daily. You know, I lost an auntie that I love near and dear, bro, to pancreas and colon cancer. RP my auntie Alofa. And she got that from having a poor diet, bro. She died at 50. And Alofa in Samoan means love. So she was a very loving person. Cause I'm black, but my mama is Samoan. So she from the islands, my daddy from the, you feel me, the motherlands. But anyways, you know, I find that very interesting. My guy, he's, you know, he does fasting because it's so powerful, bro. Fasting will really save your life, man. Like, a lot of people, I don't know, they're not up on game. They're very, very stuck in their lower nature. So what I've been learning too about, you know, fasting and diet is it helps raise your vibration, right? So Dick Gregory, he was talking about, you know, being on an alkaline diet. Even Dr. Sebi talked about that because we're electromagnetic beings, right? So we have to continue to do things like being outside of Mother Nature, you know what I mean? Like getting around, you know what I'm saying? Some Mother Nature, some flowers. You get the sunlight, you know, the vitamin D. I was watching Master Earth yesterday, and he was saying it's good for, you know, your eyes to look at the sun because your eyes are connected to your kidneys. You know, it's a lot of people, bro, who got kidney failure, kidney disease. They're on dialysis. They have diabetes, bro. And it's scary, man, because diabetes, you can lose your legs. You can lose your eyesight. You can lose your fingers, your toes. You know, your legs get swollen. Even gout, man. Gout is scary too. My grandma, she's like in her 80s. She got gout, man. That stuff is scary, bro. So I definitely like fasting, man. Fasting is powerful and it changed my life, you guys. Like I said, I think the longest I ever went on a water fast was like 7 days. And I felt good, man. I felt really, really good. This was years ago when I first started looking up intermittent fasting and fasting. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny because I don't know if people drink coffee or caffeine out there, but be careful of that. If you're fasting and you drink too much caffeine, that stuff will, man, your heart will be racing. So some people say don't drink caffeine. Some people say do. You know, to each his own. But I would say from my experience, because, you know, I drink coffee sometime. I drink pre-workout, you know, and honestly, man, be careful, y'all. So we got like 4 people in the building. Hey, man, y'all like this video, man. Show some love to the channel, man, for your boy Marlon Mall, man. Come on now. Hey, Miko Ghost, come on, man, like this video, man. We already been chopping it up, man. Like, go ahead, yeah. There you go, man. I love y'all, man. I'm trying to step out my comfort zone. You know, I was watching one of my boys the other day, and he was talking about making lives, you know. Hey, right on, brother. Got you, man. He was talking about making lives and actually connecting with his audience, you know what I'm saying? And man, I can't lie, y'all. Human retention changed my life. I think we on 150 something days right now, and then 150 something days sober. So I went through my little rehab program. It's called 12 Steps to Christ program. I'm gonna come out with it soon. God put me on this journey of healing and purification, man. And 12 Steps to Christ program has everything to do with discipleship, discipline, you coming together with the Holy Spirit, with the Spirit of God within you. You know what I'm saying? With your higher self and with Christ within you, the light within you. You know what I'm saying? To where you start thinking positively. You start thinking in a way where you want to do good with your life, you guys. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, it's tough, but it's worth the battle. Amen, brother. Yeah, bro, it's tough. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the hero's journey, but man, it really reminds me of that, you guys. Like, you're going to have to come back and slay so many dragons, bro. And you're going to have to deal with a lot of demons, a lot of childhood trauma too, you guys. I kind of give y'all a little background story of my life, now that we in the chat on the live. And I want to be kind of vulnerable with y'all. Like I grew up in the ghetto, San Francisco, California, Hunters Point, when it was really, really dangerous back in the days, in the early 90s. And I didn't have my dad. So I only knew my dad for seeing him as many times as I could count on two hands, right? Grew up in a very abusive home. My dad was crazy. He was a crackhead. He was on crack. But he always kept a job. I love my dad. RIP to my dad. He died like 2 years ago. But I grew up around a lot of drug dealers, pimps, killers, prostitutes, seeing a lot of drug sales and poverty. Where I grew up, Section 8, and affordable housing, but very poverty stricken, bro. And I just looked it up the other day online. They say poverty, what it does to your mental health is it leaves a person in a state, an emotion of depression and hopelessness, stress and anxiety, and it causes you to have like dysfunctional and toxic habits like eating. You can't sleep, you have insomnia. So I never knew this, you guys. I never knew growing up in poverty can do that to you. And it doesn't have to just be in the ghetto, you guys. It could be any third world country, anywhere where you're like struggling. You know what I mean? You seem like a good man. Life is hard journey. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Hey, brother, who is this? Kevin the Hermit. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Hey, man, like this video, man. Come on, show some love, brother. Yeah, Kevin the Hermit. Yeah. Hey, man, like the video, bro. Come on, man. We got one like from my boy, Miko Ghost. We need another one from Kevin Hermit. You seem like a good man. Life is hard journey. Yeah, man, it's a hard journey, bro. I'm not going to lie. So, kind of going back into my testimony because I want to inspire y'all. It's possible, bro. Like I grew up in such a poverty-stricken, environment. I didn't really have a dad, I didn't have a father figure, so to the age of 10, that's when my mom met my stepdad. Hey, right on, brother, for liking the video. My mom met my stepdad, and this is me being very vulnerable, y'all. So I don't want to say too much because I don't want to affect this. My mom met my stepdad. It was cool, but it still had its ups and downs, bro. Like I was tortured and abused as a child, bro. Like beat up, like socked, punched, body slam, all type of stuff, bro. And so most friends were from the streets, So a lot of my friends growing up from, Hunters Point, California, most of them died, you guys. Most of them died. Most of them went to prison. Most of them got on drugs and, homeless. So like I don't have a lot of people, you guys, that made it out, So grew up in a very, very up situation, growing up. So my best friend, y'all, this is crazy. My best friend in the 4th grade, right? How everything is connected because my dad, he was on crack, right? He was always using crack, functioning addict. So my best friend in the 4th grade, bro, he was like 35, big Samoan dude, because I'm half Samoan. He was a crack dealer, bro. And I'll never forget, he was like, hey, come here, get in here. And I was like, all right, what's up, Oos? He like, man, come in here, sit down. He's like, sit down, let me talk to you. I'm like, yeah. And he's like eating noodles, because I don't know if you guys know, but in the county, even in prison, they make this thing called spread, like these little noodles with these like unhealthy condiments, like hot dogs and chips and Ritz crackers, like smashed up, and they put that in there. I heard it's hard in the U.S. These days. Yeah, man, it's hard in the U.S., brother. But it's possible. That's why I also want to encourage you guys. It's possible, bro. Like it's hard, but it's possible. I want you to understand that it's possible. So he's sitting down, right, making the spread, and all of a sudden he like spits out some stuff on the table, and I'm thinking like, what the hell is this? Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. He spits out crack on the table, right? So here I am in the fourth grade, bro. My best friend, 35-year-old Crip gangster, he spits out crack on the table, right? So this is the type of environment I grew up in, and very abusive, neglected, rejected, abandoned, all type of stuff. But what I'm trying to say is this. I learned along my journey as I got older the power of positive thinking. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Joseph Murphy, but he wrote a book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind, The Power of Positive Thinking, something like that. But in regards to, like, did you make you took? Nah, I didn't take crack, bro. I didn't take crack. But he was kind of like, I was exposed to it, Like I saw how it was, you know what I mean? I was exposed to these things as a youngster. But what I'm saying is this, you guys. You can change your reality by the way you think. As I got older, right? Finally, I moved out of the ghetto, right? Moved to the suburbs. I started reading books. I started learning. But this didn't happen until I got older. Middle school, high school, I was kind of a lost soul, you guys. You know what I mean? Like a very lost soul. So I'm 36. When I was 21, I could have been a multi-millionaire, y'all. Because I make music too, but one day I'll come out with some music and show you guys. I love to sing, love to rap. That's why you guys always hear me kind of flowing and having a cadence in my videos. But when I was 21, some people wanted me to sign a record deal, bro, right? And I refused to take it because I don't know if you guys ever seen P. Diddy and all the stuff that he was doing. I just couldn't do that, you guys. So anyways, long story short, I learned about the power of journaling, right? Writing your goals down, resetting your mind, reading positivity, and also having God in your life, bro. God is real. Like, God saved me from so many things, bro. Brother, God saved me from so many things, bro. He took me out the ghetto. He took me off of drugs. He took me out of so many toxic, dysfunctional relationships, bro. Like, my ex-wife, she was a Jezebel from hell, bro. So I know what it's like when you're a good guy, you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, you're trying to raise your kids, you're trying to do good, and the devil is just like tearing you down, right? It's like, it's hard, bro. It's very hard to do good. Like, I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was kind of asking her, I'm like, am I crazy? Am I going crazy, or what's going on? She was like, no, son, you're not going crazy. She's like, doing good is hard. It's very hard because it's so easy to do bad, you guys. So I want you guys to understand this, that, I went through all of that, you guys. So I went through the struggles in the ghetto, right? The projects, the poverty-stricken environment. But it made me who I am today, you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to understand that I had to go through a lot. Like, when you go through the metamorphosis of your transformation in life, you're going to go through a lot. It's like the hero journey, bro. Like, I remember there was times I was homeless, bro. I was on drugs. I was sleeping in the car. I was sleeping at the park, at the bus stop, at the gym, because I didn't have nowhere else to go, showering at the gym. I remember I got fired from my job. I remember my job started doing me shady, so it's a lot of like trials and tribulations, bro. But I want you guys to stay positive, like continue to keep reading books, because that's what I learned. The power of knowledge and information, and reading books, and fasting and intermittent fasting and journaling, meditation, coming out for a walk, you know what I mean? No matter where you are, bro, get some air, balance out your hormones, you know what I'm saying? And actually start taking care of yourself, because you matter, bro. I freaking love you guys, man. Like, when I see you guys, I see me, you know what I mean? Like, I understand the struggle that you guys go through. It's not easy, especially for a man in today's society, no matter where you are, especially in America, because it's a lot of, like, big money take little money out here, but in essence, we all matter, you guys. We do. We all have a spirit. We all have a soul. We all matter. We all deserve love, but unfortunately, we've been trained that it's all about the looks, money, status, and, looks, money, status, and how many cars you got in a big house. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Life be tough nowadays. Man, come on, brother. That part, brother. Chosen by God. Hey, come on, man. We chosen. Definitely chosen by God. And yes, bro, life be tough nowadays, bro. It's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like this morning, bro. Today was the first day, you guys, like behind the scenes type stuff, that I actually woke up and I felt good to come out and go for a walk, you guys. Like, usually I'm always energetic and, kind of like, ready to go. But it's going to be some days, bro, like you're not going to want to get up, man. The temptation is going to be knocking. The devil's going to be knocking at your door. And you're going to want to not continue to keep going. But, it's kind of like what we're doing here. Like, community and unity is important, you guys. We need that. We need each other. We need each other to support each other. We need each other to keep each other going, you guys. So, I went through a lot, bro. I committed suicide. I survived that. They threw me in a crazy home. I went through a horrible divorce. I was married to a freaking Jezebel for hella years. She freaking stole my kids. I couldn't see them. I still can't see two of them. I went through a lot of depression, bro. It's kind of what sent me in the spiral on the drugs, bro. And, when I was young, I was a very, broken child because I didn't have my father. I was abandoned from him. So I used to be in the streets, y'all. Like, I'm going to be honest. I used to be in the streets. I didn't even think I would be anybody in life, bro. Like, life is hard, Like, me and my crew, we used to be out robbing people, bro. Like, riding around with guns, machine guns. I used to buy guns off the Mexican mafia. I used to sell like drugs, like big quantities of drugs. Not like on no cartel stuff, you guys, but, big amounts. There's lessons in the suffering. Hey, that part, bro. And that's why I'm saying that, brother. Like, everything I went through, I learned. You know what I mean? Like, God puts his toughest warriors through the strongest battles. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, he knows you're going to be able to deal with the suffering. Because life is suffering, you guys. Whether you stay disciplined or whether you don't, you're going to suffer, bro. They have this saying, like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So you might as well just do it, because eventually in the end, it's going to pay off, you guys. That's kind of where I'm going with everything, with my stories. It's like, look who I am today, bro. Like, I'm Marlon the Messenger. I never thought that anybody would watch my videos, you guys. Like, 3 years ago when I started this channel, I was just, man, I didn't even think anything of it. I didn't think I was going to even inspire anybody. I didn't even think I was gonna stick to it, you guys. I was just like, man, I'm kind of depressed. I'm going through some hard times. Let me just make some videos, right? But then all of a sudden I started realizing that most of us, man, bro, we're all going through the struggle across the world. So I want to encourage you guys that whatever you put your mind to, bro, you can do it. You can honestly do it. Like, if you stay positive, if you continue, we got 5 people in here, whoever the other folks is, hey, man, like this video, man. Come on, y'all. We got 2 likes already. But, yeah, man, whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish it. But I want you guys to understand this, right? I don't want to just sugarcoat it and feed you guys lies. Like, it's going to be tough, you guys. It is. Like, me going on this walk right now, in the morning, I'm going on my walk before work. You get what I'm saying? This walk is like 3 miles. Like, you really have to just you have to be open to challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I really like semen retention, because on semen retention, a man becomes the prize. Hey, we got another like. Thank you, guys. Much love, man. See, that's why I love y'all. That's why I love y'all, man. Always showing love. But yeah, so on semen retention, you become the prize, my guys. You know what I mean? And a woman knows that, because 99% of men, let's be real, they're not doing this. They're not cultivating their energy. They're not taking care of themselves. Like, I just talked to a brother the other day in the comment section. I think he was like from Afghanistan or like India or something, and across the world. And he was like, shout out to you, Marlon. Like, thank you for inspiring the men to do what they doing on semen retention. And, it's a big help, yada, 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 woo-doo. And bro, it is. I didn't know years ago, starting the SR journey, that it would even affect anybody, bro. Because I didn't know the power behind it. Like, God is on your side, universe is on your side, and you get a lot of blessings, you get a lot of miracles, but you are going to be tested, kings. You are going to go through lessons in your life where you really, really have to persevere You're not gonna understand everything, bro. Like even now, I don't know everything, you guys. Like you can never know nothing. You know, they have this saying that the wisest man in the world knows that he knows nothing, you know, and all I can say is continue to keep going. And you know, there's gonna be days where you don't want to wake up and do it, but those are the days that are gonna help build your character the most, you know. And you want to do that. You wanna persevere through those times because that's when it's gonna matter the most, you guys. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of like synchronicities and stuff, but it's hecka funny because I was watching this thing yesterday and it said number 9 stands for consciousness. Look, you guys, 3 9s, right? I'm just stretching out real quick. I got my little red shoes on, you guys. I don't know if you guys like what color you favorite color you guys like wearing, but mine's one of my favorite colors is red, you guys. But let me see. Open for a challenge. That was low-key powerful what you said, bro. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, that's my goal, is to challenge you guys, man. It's to really push you guys out of your comfort zone. That you could do it, bro. If a kid like me, bro, grew up in the ghetto, no dad, abused, molested, beat up, treated like crap, you know what I mean? Counted out my whole life. A convicted felon, you guys. Once upon a time, I was fighting for my life, bro, facing 25 to life, bro. You know what I mean? And didn't know what was gonna happen with my freaking life, you guys. Like, it's such a blessing that I'm free and able to motivate you guys to do good. You know what I mean? Like, chase your dreams, challenge yourself, better yourself. Do things that make you step out of your comfort zone, you guys, because you'd be surprised where it could take you, man. You'd be surprised where it can take you. You know, so like right now, I'm doing my walk. I have work in like two and a half hours, right? But I got up today and I'm saying, you know, let me go for my walk, right? I think this walk is like 6,000 to 8,000 steps, right? They say 10,000 steps is good a day. So, you know, I just figured, let me get up, let me go for my walk. Now, let me tell you about the domino effect, about you doing positive things. It's called habit stacking. When you do positive things, like wake up in the morning and walk, it will trigger a neurological pattern in your mind of like, okay, now let me do something else healthy. Like when I got up today, it's been a few weeks, you guys. I feel like I've been kind of being spiritually attacked, you know what I mean? Because I've been doing so good. Like, that's when temptation is going to come at you the most, you guys. When you're doing good. It's not when you're doing bad. It's when you're doing good. That's when it's going to come. Like, so much female attraction, you guys. The thoughts, the temptations, you know, especially food, you know, because food is such a free drug, so to say, right? Like, it's not legal to eat junk food and fast food and all this stuff, even though it's bad for you, but a lot of folks run to that when they're stressed. So, you know, a lot has been going on, but I say that to say this. So finally today I woke up, right? Because yesterday I was listening to Master of Earth and he was talking about most of us. That was the most deep shit I heard in a while. I ain't even lie. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm surprised it's even coming out of me, you guys. It's like therapy for me. You know what I mean? So thank y'all for even listening, taking y'all time out your day. You guys are so wonderful, so awesome. You know what I mean? Shout out to my kings, man. Y'all keep me going. But, you know, so it had been a while, right? A few weeks since I was like been back in my rhythm. So yesterday I was listening to Master of Earth and he was talking about most of us we aren't in a state of like being present. So we're not being guided by our subconscious mind, right? Subconscious mind, it's the automatic part of us receiving downloads from God, right? From infinite intelligence, from the light within us on what to do next, right? It can only come by getting quiet enough, quieting the noise, you guys, because it's a lot of noise and distractions nowadays. So anyways, I woke up today and all of a sudden I just felt hecka calm, right? I'm like, I'm good, I'm safe, I don't have to worry about nothing. Everything is cool, everything is good. You know, like, all right. And then I just decided, like, why don't I just get up and go for my walk, right? In my neighborhood. So soon as I did that, you know, this goes back to habit stacking. So I've been listening to this book, you guys. Listening to books too programs your subconscious mind. So I've been listening to this book called Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits. I think his name is like James Clear. And talks about habit stacking, right? So because I woke up, sometimes the subconscious can be hijacked though. We got to be careful and learn to discern. Oh no, for sure, bro, for sure. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like, here's what I'm gonna say too, right? You're gonna know, bro. Cause I've been a Christian for a lot of years, you guys. Don't get me wrong. I love Christ. I believe in Jesus. I read the Bible all the time. But I went through my stage. I don't know about you guys. I went through my stage where I was possessed with a religious spirit. I used to judge people a lot. I used to condemn people a lot. I would tell them they're going to hell if they don't go to church, they don't save their soul and read the Bible all the time. So it's a lot, bro. But you're definitely right, brother. Michael Ghost. Sometimes the subconscious can be hijacked, though. We got to be careful and learn to discern. Yes, no, of course, because MK Ultra is real. That's a story for another time. Went down that rabbit hole, too. But what I'm saying is this, right? I'm talking about just on a simple level. You listening to positive things, because you reap what you sow. You listening to positive things, uplifting things, will start causing you to think more positively. Let's just say it like that, right? You're like programming yourself for positive things, right? So, you know, that book, Atomic Habits, I've been listening to that lately, right? So, and it's been changing my mindset about my habits, because they say this, right? You are the sum total of the decisions and choices that you make, right? So what was I going through, right, in my journey when I was condemning everybody and looking at people as they're the bad people, right? I feel like what I was going through, you guys, was I was projecting my insecurities, right, from my childhood, right? Because I was rejected, I was abandoned, I was neglected. So it caused me to neglect myself, you guys, my health, my mental health, my spirit, right? And then I'm so insecure that I'm judging people, you know? So it's a lot, bro. Like I said, you learn a lot about yourself along this healing journey. You know, I didn't realize, you guys, I was projecting, bro. I was projecting, brothers. I was projecting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, judging people left and right. But I love Jesus. I love Christ. He saved my life, right? But I also learned that there are a lot of lost gospels, you guys. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the lost gospel of Thomas, the book of Enoch, even the gospel of Mary, bro. So, like, it goes back to what I said earlier, you guys. The wisest man in the world knows nothing. I don't know a thing, bro, but there's so much information out of there. You can never obtain it all. You just keep learning, bro. Like I was saying earlier in this live, the Kaizen rule, just continue to get 1% better every single day. So back to the subconscious mind thing, right? The positive side, you guys. So because I've been listening to these books, right? I've been journaling a lot. So I will listen to these books. I will write all the notes down, right? Write it down. So repetition is the mother of all invention, you guys. The more you do something, the more it becomes a habit, right? Kind of like me getting sober, right? And on this semen retention journey, it's 150 something days. The more I kept doing it, the more it's just a habit now, guys, right? So, today I woke up, right? This little walk. Okay, let me go for this walk. All of a sudden, bro, because at first I was like, maybe I should do a live today. I was like, nah, I'll wait till I get to 5,000 subscribers, right? To celebrate with my subscribers. But because I did wake up and get on the walk, he said, bro, I may be tripping, but I was saying today, God give me a sign and I feel you that sign, because you say what I struggle with. Hey, my boy, Kevin the Hermit. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro, you're going to see along this journey, everything is connected, bro. Everything is connected. Like I said, for me, watch. Hey, watch this, bro. So when I got up, right, it just said like something like, I felt like it was God, like, get up, go for your walk, right? I felt calm because I was watching Master of Earth when he said most of us aren't present. So this morning I was present, right? I didn't think about the past, which no longer exists. I didn't think about the future, which it never comes, bro. Right now it's the future. You get it? Like, let's say you got plans for the future, but it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is right now, the present moment, like what we're doing right here, you guys. And we can never get this moment back. That's why it's called the present. That's why it's a gift. So me getting up and doing this walk, right? all of a sudden something like the Holy Spirit, God was like, go on live, right? And look, I'm on live, you guys, and I'm vibing with you guys, and we're enjoying this walk together, and we're talking. Look, like, my bros, my guys are like connecting with me. Like, who would have known, that all of this would be connected, and I want you guys to understand this too. It's not easy, but it's possible. You know why I do this journey? Brother. The reason why I do this is because I am you and you are me, meaning I'm no better than you guys. I'm on the same journey you're on. It's just I'm like the future you, right? I'm the future you who's coming back to save you in the past. You get what I'm saying? Like, it may sound very weird, but you kind of talk like this on long streaks too. I'm the future you coming back to save the old you, to pull you up from the mud, right? Because a lot of us, we stay in the mud with the pigs because we don't know any better, you guys. Like, we're taught to be addicted to, toxic, dysfunctional culture, you guys. Let's be honest. Let's be transparent. We're taught that, bro. We're not really taught go fasting, go outside and get some sunshine and hear the birds and the bees. By the way, you guys, I never knew this. I've been doing a lot of research, getting a lot of downloads. Bumblebees, they're vibrant.